ये है कहानी घर घर की. This is a story of every home, or perhaps that of a newlywed. घर की लाडली बेटी, apple of the eye, highly educated, probably struggled her way up to build a top-notch career, is now bestowed upon with a new title, newlywed. And she sets about happily meeting the new KPIs. As a newlywed, here too, she is the center of attraction at all family events, festivals, weddings. And then comes the million-dollar question. Khush khabar kab sunaoge? When are you going to give the good news? Like as if all her career achievements till date weren't good news enough. Anyways, fast forward to a few weeks, months, and now she's really more special because she's going to be welcoming the next gen. Fast forward overnight, well, not really overnight, 9 months, and overnight she's expected to be a pro mom. But isn't it said that when a child is born, so is a mother? Yes, because motherhood doesn't come with any SOPs. No standard operating procedures, no handwritten manuals. Everything is OJT, on-the-job training, 24/7 experiential learning. The focus that was on her for all these months is now suddenly shifted to the newborn. So if the newborn is crying excessively, she gets the if looks could kill kind of looks. If the newborn is unwell, it's probably something that she has wrongly eaten. If the newborn is constantly hungry, it's probably because she's not breastfeeding enough deliberately, because she wants to maintain her figure, so on and so forth. And while all this shift of focus is happening, what is happening to this woman? What is happening inside her head, inside her mind, her emotions, her feelings? Does anyone think about that? In the constant gaslighting, she's slowly burning herself away to depression, postpartum depression. Some of you may have seen yourselves in the story, or perhaps someone close to you. For me, this is the reality I have lived. Growing up facing color discrimination and body shaming, pulling the self up to become an aviation professional at the age of 18, going on to become the youngest manager at the age of 24, a mother at 29, who at the peak of career decided to give it all up wholeheartedly for her firstborn. The initial excitement starts dying down when you are constantly reminded that despite being an MBA, a manager, or whatever, you are a complete disaster at home management. And you never realize when that confident self starts to plummet rapidly into a shell of self-doubt, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and for some, depression. Well, this was me. I was trying to find answers to the question, who was I? Someone who was a manager at 24, a young employee, and right now grappling to find answers as a mother. Well, while my bonding with my firstborn was growing, so was my lack of confidence and self-esteem. I knew somewhere that I needed to do something to help myself. I knew that wasn't me. And in the midst of unexplainable tears, uncontrollable emotions, and sudden phases of silence, I knew that this was definitely not me. I decided to pull myself out of it and started putting all my thoughts, feelings, and emotions into writing. Writing, my passion from the college days, which had taken a backseat somehow due to career, was now that very driving force, propelling me forward slowly but steadily. Somewhere, the idea of rediscovering myself lit that spark in my life. And all the writings that were done after tending to my son and putting him to bed slowly found their way to a couple of publishers, and soon I was a published author in 7 anthologies and 1 historical fiction novel in a span of about over 2 years. And suddenly I felt that confident 24-year-old was somewhere resurfacing. I held on to that feeling like a twig in that sinking quicksand, and this helped me to pull myself up back on my feet. And there I was, however, somewhere at the back of mind, that lurking fear of self-image and low self-confidence threatened to push me back in that bottomless abyss. That's when the turning point or the eureka moment happened. It was during this time when I used to fall ill ever so often for no reason at all. And probably that was a clear sign of depression, which no one around seemed to realize, perhaps for the lack of awareness or acceptance. And one such day when I was thinking to myself, I asked a question. If I had to leave the world, what is that one regret I would leave with today? Despite my abundant blessings, there was a list of regrets. फिर मैंने सोचा, अगर जाना ही है, तो इन regrets को let's convert it into a to-do list, just like the way I used to do it back in corporate days. And so I set about ticking my bucket list off. And suddenly, there was that spark, that excitement. And while ticking that list off, I realized something that topped the list was participating in a beauty pageant. Now, here is the twist in the plot. Here was me, who struggled with self-image, with color bias while I was growing up. A young manager at 24, a mother at 29, who was right now struggling with that same confidence as a mother. And here I was wanting to participate in a pageant. Well, but challenges was something that really excited me, and I took this opportunity as one such challenge and decided to participate in 2 pageants. 2 kids later, I lost the very first pageant. Now, this confident manager of 24, who handled a team of over hundreds, was the go-to person for every client interaction, someone who hosted and anchored corporate and social events of over thousands, me, froze on stage. I forgot the lines to my introduction. Brick by brick, build confidence came crashing down. I felt like I was a total failure, absolutely good for nothing. But somewhere, the feeling that was instilled by my parents, the never give up attitude, helped me to shake this feeling off. And in the next 2 weeks, I was back again participating in the second pageant. I said the same introduction with shaking knees and a smile on the face, and I went on to win that pageant. There was no turning back after this. What actually set out as just ticking off a bucket list was actually helping me kick off my depression. Suddenly, there were challenges which pushed me off my comfort zone and helped me to find myself. And I found the 24-year-old manager back again. That is when the turning point once again. Soon than expected, I was nominated for the Mrs. Universe platform, the Mrs. Universe. Now, here was someone who grew up facing color discrimination and body shaming, went on to become that young manager of 24, a mother at 29, a published author at 35, battling depression. Those scars were still real. The fact that I was booed at in college at an attempted May Queen pageant came haunting back. Well, the journey to Mrs. Universe is yet another exciting story, probably for yet another TEDx talk. But fast forward to 2017, this woman went on to become Pune's first representative at Mrs. Universe, facing all her challenges, going along, enjoying her milestones. At the helm of 40, this woman went on to become India's first Mrs. Universe Confident winner, a title that truly speaks about my tryst with self-image and confidence struggles. And while I say this, it truly helped me to discover myself. The journey actually helped me to finding myself, my passion, my purpose in life as an educator, a confidence and an image coach. And now, as a director of a company heading training and development, helping numerous women on sabbatical to rediscover themselves, helping numerous women entrepreneurs to move out of their comfort zones and soar on the wings of their dreams. As a mentor, coach, and guide to various youth in colleges, helping them to put out realistic goals and expectations and face failures and learn from them. Move slowly towards success, the success that is defined by them and not defined by the world. And as I say this, let me also reiterate the fact, build positive body image. Body shaming leaves scars that never show on the body. They are deeper and more hurtful than anything else that bleeds. Help build positive self-image in yourselves as well as people around you, because that in turn goes on to making or breaking your self-esteem. Thereon goes in making or breaking your self-confidence. My mentor once asked this question: what is the biggest pandemic of this world? Is it the one that we are currently seeing, or is it low self-esteem and poor self-confidence? Well, yes, 2 out of 3 people have struggled with self-image issues some point of time in their life. And that's the reason why I reiterate the fact, build positive self-image and positive body image as well. Before I close, believe in yourself, because the moment you start doing that, magic starts happening.